Hey, Flare fam, how we doing? How we doing? I am back to do a real quick video on Flamix. Flamix is a new DEX. Flamex is a new perp platform on Twitter on Flare Networks, excuse me. You can do 500 leverage, up and down options. It's got some LP pools that you can participate in. And of course, there's some opportunities for our Flare with the participation over here as well. So I'll take a quick walkthrough just to kind of show you how it works. The first thing you need to do is you need to deposit. Let me get myself off the screen. Okay. First thing you need to do is you need to deposit FLR tokens. So you can choose FLR, you can choose S-Flare, USDT. You need to deposit some FLR tokens, first of all, into your Flamex account. It'll pick up on your wallet. So let's go ahead and deposit some here. And you'll get your confirmation, of course, in your wallet. So let me pull up my Bifrost wallet and do the confirmation. All right, so I have deposited some into my account. Okay. Once you deposit into your account, you have the option to trade up and down on a perp, or you can do add liquidity as well. So if you go to the liquidity tab, it shows you here the pools that you can supply. And you can see there's Flare, S-Flare, USDT. It shows you what the exchange rate, what the rate of return is. So this is paying 8%, 8.1% over 7 days. And that depends on fees. It is risk. There is risk involved. You're dealing with a very risky platform. So please understand that this is risky. But anyway, you could supply FLR tokens to your LP, to an LP liquidity pool. And again, why I would do that is because there's a return, a rate of return that it pays for supplying. So you would supply, let's just say we're going to supply 20 FLR tokens. You hit supply. And again, this is a liquidity pool on Flamex, and you can supply tokens to be the counterparty to the traders who are taking out these perps. If you're not familiar with perps, I would recommend you do that. So once you supply some to the liquidity pool, you'll see it says depositing, because it takes a little while before it goes in there. And you see where, and then pretty soon you'll see that cleared. And then if you go to pools, you'll see which ones you're participating in. So right now you can see I've got a balance of 52,000 FLR that I've supplied to the liquidity pool for the Flare token. And it is at risk, but I'm earning about 8% over 30 days, 8% 7-day return for providing that liquidity. And you can do the same thing with S-Flare or with USDT. So that is providing liquidity. The other thing is if you wanted to play around with perps, which are perpetuals. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I would recommend you do a lot of research before you do this, because this is very risky. But you can essentially you can trade up or down, right? Do you think that pair is going to go up or that pair is going to go down? You know, you can choose your pair, whether it's Bitcoin, ETH, etc., etc. Bitcoin and ETH are the only ones that do 500x. The rest, like in Flare, does 100x. So again, if you're not familiar with perpetuals, you should do some research on that before you start doing this. This is very risky and you can lose. So right now you see I've got a position that's open. I'm longing, I'm going long on Flare, which means I expect the price to go up. And it shows, you know, right now where my trending, my P&L is on that long position that I took. Let me show you. If you go Flare, you go over here, you can choose to do a short or a long, right? Short or long. So let's just say I wanted to short Flare, which I wouldn't do. I would choose the number of tokens, FLR tokens, or if I had S-Flare, I could do that as well. And then I can hit, I've got 20 in there. And see, it tells me right now that the minimum size position to short is 15,000 FLR. So it's kind of giving you an idea of what your minimum size position is. In order to go long, I don't need that many, but to short, I need that much. So right now I got 200 in as collateral I'm providing to take a long. I can place the order, and it takes the order through the process. You'll see it's coming to my wallet. But before I do that, let me reject that. And let me show you. You can place your order. You want to go long, choose how much collateral you want to provide. And then you see this drop-down box. You can choose where your stop loss is. Hey, after I've lost 50%, I want you to close it 75%, or you can even set a specific price, or you can have no stop loss. And then for take profit, you can say, hey, after I'm up 100% or 200% or 300%, or again, you can set a specific price, right? But my take profit, it defaults at 300%, which means it'll close that order out at 300%. It'll close it out for you. So you can just hit place order if you're okay with those provisions. And then down there below, it tells you what your leverage position is, what your liquidation price is, what the fee is. So it's costing me 18 FLR to put up 200 in this long position. It tells you your flare points and your Flamex points. And so I'll go into that here a little bit sooner. But let me go ahead and confirm this transaction so you can see what it looks like once we confirm. It's going to open up a new position, long position. You're going to see it show up right down here. So there it is. There's my long position, 200 FLR, which is my initial margin. And it's showing you right now where I'm at. So you see it pops up. If you click on it, it'll give you some more details. But essentially, it shows you your liquidation price. It shows you your entry price, so you know where you entered and what you're going to be liquidated at and what your take profit is set at. So when this hits 23.59, that's my take profit, which is a 300%. Okay. So that's how you open up a position, short or long. You're basically just betting on where the price is going up or down. Again, not financial advice. Don't recommend this to anyone. I'm just showing you how the platform works for educational purposes. Flare points. If you come over to the flare points and the Flamix points, it tells you for participating, you get points. You can earn these Flamex points. You can earn flare points, which will be flare points, of course, is going to end up being RFLR, the emissions. Okay. So if you go down here and click on how it works, it'll take you to a screen which kind of explains a little more what those points are, how they work, how you're getting them. There's a dual point reward system. Our flare points are flare points. You earn our flare tokens over the course of a 1 month period. The Flamex tokens is over a period to be defined. It tells you, how they're calculated, how they're distributed, so on and so forth. So that's good reading material for you if you want to look at that and read that. But this is Flamix, and this is app.flamix.trade is the URL. You can find them on Twitter, Flamix, Flamix. If you go, you get a portfolio value. It shows your portfolio value depending on your positions, where you're at. It shows your liquidity. So this is my liquidity. I'm providing liquidity in this flare token. You can see I'm still depositing from my deposit, and that takes a little while, but it'll go through. And then if you go to the trade tab, you can see if you've got any open positions right now, as far as long or short positions. So liquidity will show you what liquidity you're providing. You can see I'm providing liquidity. I'm doing that to earn a little bit of that interest. I'm also doing that because this participation will earn me R flare. And then the same thing on trading. You will earn some R flare, but you're going to have to be trading right now Bitcoin and Ethereum at the 500x in order to earn that. And you'll see those details once you go through and read the materials, how to participate. But I wanted to show you just real quickly what Flamex look like, how to go into an LP pool, how to set a trade for long or short, and then it does show your history of your deposits. It'll show you the same thing for your wins and losses. You can see if you look at me, I've just been playing around. Loss, win, loss, right? So just kind of playing around, just trying to get a feel for it. And then I opened up another position, which I'm still up positively and will probably be ready to close this one pretty soon. But anyway, here's Flamex. Check it out, ask questions. I will see you guys on the other side. Take care.